Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematical Lens by Namita. In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 4, expressions using letter numbers of grade 7 mathematics of the new NCERT textbook Ganitha Prakash. So in this video, we are going to cover up the figure it out exercise which is given on page number 93 and 94, right? So the first question is, add the numbers in each picture given below, write corresponding expressions and simplify them. Okay. And try adding the numbers in each picture in couple of different ways. So in the previous examples, in the previous video, we learned the different ways of adding them. Like you may add them row wise, term wise, or column wise, maybe upper half, lower half. We'll see the different ways which are possible in these cases, right? So these are the pictures which are given, okay? And we need to write different ways of expressing. This is picture number 1, 2, and 3. So let us try to solve. So let us see and try to solve the first expression. Okay, so if we add it row wise, what will happen? Okay, so if we see row wise, then it is, we take the first row, 5y minus 6 plus x. Then we add the second row to it, which gives you x plus 2 plus 5y. Okay, this is one way. So if we add the like terms now, so we get x and x, 2x. Or if we first take 5y here, 5y here. Let us simplify, write the like terms together, then x together. Because it is addition sign, so nothing will change, the sign will not change. So what do we get? 10y plus 2x, 5 plus 5, 10, x plus x, 2x, and minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. This is the expression you get if you add row wise, right? If we take the like terms together, this is one way. Let us try to solve it another way. Second way for the same expression. So if we see here, you can see the like terms. Which are the like terms? X is 2 times. So you can write it as 2 into x. Then you can say 5y is also 2 times. So plus 2 into 5y. And then the numbers without any letters. They are together. So you can write it as plus 2 minus 6. So if we solve this, what do we get? 2x, 2 into x is 2x, 5 2s are 10, 10y, and 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So here 10y, 10y, 2x, 2x, minus 4, minus 4. The order is not important, the signs are important. So this is, we get when we do it, this was one way, this is second way when we add the term wise. Now if we add column wise, third way. Let me change the color. So let us see the question again. Column wise. So if we add, if you can see, first column is 5y plus x. See the picture. 5y plus x minus 6 plus 2 and x plus 5y. So let us write that. So add column wise, let me write down. So first column if we add, then we get 5y plus x. Okay, this is one bracket. You can put a bracket over here, plus, then two numbers were there, minus 6 plus 2, that in one bracket, and the last column was x plus 5y. So if we take the like terms again, 5y plus 5y is 10y, x plus x is 2x, and minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. So in all the cases you get the same answer. So let us see the second picture, right, and try to solve it. If you see first, if we try to solve row wise, okay. So if we see here 2p plus 3q minus 2 and 3, minus 2 plus 3. This is the first row. Then we add the second row. So 3q plus 2p plus 3 minus 2. The second row. Then the third row is 2p plus 3q. Fourth is 3q plus 2p. So we are adding the 4 rows now. Let us see. We open the brackets. All are plus signs, so you can even directly add them. So 2p plus here 2p, 2p and 2p, so 8p total. 3q, 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 4 times. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 will be 12q. And 3 minus 2 is 1. Here also 3 minus 2 is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Nowhere else the numbers are there. So we are adding the like terms and we get 8p plus 12q plus 2. Now if we add them with the like terms first. The second way of doing it. So now if we see the like terms, how many two p's are there? Here 1, 2, 3, 4, and all are 2 p's. So 4 times it is. So 4 into 2p plus q, 3q, 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 4 times again. So 4 into 3q, right? Then we see the numbers. So if we see minus 2 is 2 times. So 2 into minus 2. Similarly, plus 3 is also 2 times, 1 and 2. So what we'll get here? 8p, 4 2s are 8p plus 4 3s are 12q. Here 2 2s are 4, so minus sign is there, minus 4 plus 6. 6 minus 4 will be 2. So ultimately you will get the same answer. 8p plus 12q plus 2, right? If you see the, let me write down again, it is 12q. So row wise and like term wise it is same. Now let us see column wise, third way of adding it. In all the cases you will get the same answer. So column wise, now let us go back to the diagram if we want to see how to add column wise. So if we see 2p plus 3q, then 3q plus 2p. Okay. So let us write down. Two p plus 3q plus 3q plus 2p, the second column, right? Then the third column, if we see, If you see the third column, minus 2 plus 3 plus 2p plus 3q. Here 3 minus 2 plus 3q plus 2p. So this is column wise. If you see here, this is the first column, second column, third column and fourth column. So let us write down column wise the third and the fourth column. We have already written the first and the second column. I am writing it just below this, right? So it would be, first one number was minus 2 plus 3 plus 2p plus 3q. And again, the last column will is 3 minus 2 plus 3q plus 2p, right? Now let us just count a2p plus 2p plus 2p plus 2p 4 times. So 8p. 3q plus 3q plus 3q plus 3q 12q. 3 4s are 12. And 3 plus 3 6. Minus 2 is 4. Minus 4. So 6 minus 4 will be plus 2. Right? So you'll get the same answer whether you add row wise, column wise or like term wise. Right? So you can add in whichever way you want, you can do it. Now let us solve the last picture. First we add row wise. Row wise, this is first row, second row, third row, fourth row. So we write down row wise. It is minus 5g plus 5k plus 5k minus 5g. This is the first row. Then second row it is 5k plus 5k plus 5k plus 5k. All are k's, 5k. Again third row, again it is 5k plus 5k plus 5k plus 5k. This is the third row. And the last row is similar to the first row. So minus 5q g plus 5k plus 5k minus 5g. So now if we count k's, then how many are there? Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 5s are 60. So it would be 60k. And minus 5q. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be minus 20g. Right? So this is row wise. Now like term wise. So if we see like term wise, so we simply here, I think the most easiest and fastest is like term wise. Okay, so let us first see the positive with the k, the variable as k. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We already counted in the previous one also. So it would be 12 into 5k. Right? That is the first term. Then we take the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The one with the g. There are 4 such. Minus 5g. So again you'll get 60k minus 20g. 12 5s are 60. 4 5s are 20. Minus sign is there. So will you put minus 20g. Right? Now we see column wise. If you see column wise, also you see the first column. Minus 5g minus 5k, sorry, plus 5k plus 5k minus 5g. So first column is similar to first row. Second is all 5k, 5k, 5k. Right? Third is also 5k, 5k. So it is similar to row wise. Minus 5g, 5k plus 5k minus 5g. Right? So without writing also you can say, because rows and columns have the same terms. So you'll get the same answer. I'm not showing you column wise, right? Because you'll get the same steps and the same answer as row wise. As we just saw that rows and columns, they have the same type of terms, right? So we understand that add them in any way, the answer will remain the same. That is most important. Let's solve question number 2. Simplify the each of the following expressions, right? So there are commas in between. You can see in the first one, there are 1, 2 and 3 expressions separately. Okay, just observe this comma, don't get confused. So if we see the first one, P plus P plus P plus P. So that will be equal to 4P. First one, this, okay. Now here P plus P plus P plus Q. So P is 3 times, so 3P plus Q, correct? Then let us see here. P plus P will be equal to 2P, but this is plus Q and minus Q. Both are, one is positive, one is negative, that becomes 0. So here it would be 2P. Let us see B, P minus Q plus P minus Q. So here if we see P plus P, both are positive, so that would be 2P. Minus Q, minus 1 is minus 2. So minus 2Q. Okay. Then let us see here. Here it is plus P minus P. If one is positive and one is negative, you can strike out because 1 minus 1 will be 0. And Q plus Q is equal to 2Q. Question number C. P plus Q minus, now there is a bracket. This is the difference, this you need to remember. So if we open the bracket, P plus Q, so this minus negative sign will be applied for both. Minus P minus Q. Okay. So if we see, this is plus P and this is minus P. That will be cancelled. So what will remain here is even Q. This is positive, this is negative. So answer will be 0. Okay, this is very important, you should understand. Let us see next one. P minus Q minus P minus Q. Okay, so let us see. This is positive P, this is negative P. So we can strike off that. It will become 0. Minus Q will be minus 2Q. Minus 1 is minus 2 and the letter number. Okay. Now D, question number D. This is 2D. Here minus D, minus D, minus D. So what you can do? Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 will be minus 3D. Then you can do it many ways. You can even go left to right. Okay. So, okay, let us see left to right. So 2D minus D. If we first solve this, you get D. 2 minus 1 is 1. And still minus 2 minus D will remain. Now if we solve this 2, D minus D, this will become 0. Or you can even strike off. Positive D minus negative D. And what is left is minus D. Okay. This is one way. Or you can simply add the negative ones first. I'll write it here. 2D minus 1, 2, 3. 3 negatives. So minus 3D. And 2 minus 3 will be minus D. Right? So you can solve it that way also. Now let us see here. So here 2D minus D, just now we did, will be D. So this will be equal to D minus D. This D is left. And minus. So now if we strike off, because one is positive, one is negative. So if we strike off D minus D, what is remaining is minus C. That would be your answer. Question number E. Now just see here again, there is a bracket. When there is a bracket, you need to be very careful. You need to open the bracket first. So 2D minus D minus D, because this is positive. Now the C is negative inside the bracket. So it becomes plus C. Right? So further if we try to solve it, You'll get, this is positive 2D, this is minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0. So what will remain is only C, right? You can even strike off these two. This plus 2D and minus 1 is also minus 2. Okay, if you want to further break it down, you can write 2D minus 2D plus C. So then you'll get C. You can write it this way also. Okay. Now let us see the next question. 2D minus D minus D. Now what will happen if you open the bracket? 2D minus D, but this becomes plus D. Okay, and minus C remains as it is because it is outside the bracket. You can change the sign of only the letters or the numbers inside the bracket if there is a negative sign. So you can strike off this, one is positive, one is negative. Whenever you see one positive, one negative with the same number, there's no number means 1. So minus 1 plus 1. So you can strike off that. So answer will be 2D minus C. Final answer will be 2D minus C. Now let us try to solve F1. If we do stepwise, the like terms, 2D minus D means 2 minus 1 is 1. So this will be D. And minus 1 will be minus 2. So this is 2C minus 2C. So D minus 2C. Right? So I hope you have understood this exercise. We'll continue with this chapter in the next video. Thank you.